So given this utility function, we want to work out first the level of utility at the specific bundle 4 and 9. So utility is equal to 10 times, and then x1 is 4 to the power of a half, times x2, which is 9 to the power of a half. So all you do is you just stick in the given numbers into your utility function, and you crank out a number. So that's 10 times root 4 is 2, 10 times 2 times 3. Sorry, your utility is 60 at that bundle. Okay. Then the next thing we want is the marginal rate of substitution in general. So to get that, we need two things. We need the marginal utility of x1, which is just differentiate utility with respect to x1. So you pull down this half, so you get a half times 10 times x1, and you drop the power by 1, so to the minus a half, times x2 to the half. Okay. Which you can obviously cancel or simplify just a half times 10, so it gives you 5 x1 to the minus a half, x2 to the half. Okay, so that's the marginal utility of x1. Yeah, so now we just need the marginal utility of x2 and we're good to go. So marginal utility of x2 is equal to derivative of utility with respect to x2. So do the same thing again, pull down the half from the x2 this time. So just take this power down. Times 10 doesn't change, x1 to the half doesn't change. You drop the power down, x2 to the minus a half. Simplifying as before, you get 5x1 is time to the positive power of a half, and x2 to the power of minus a half. Okay, so there are two marginal utilities. So the marginal rate of substitution then is just 1 over the other. So we'll do it up here. So the marginal rate of substitution is equal to marginal utility of x1, so 5x1 to the power of minus a half times x2 to the power of a half, divided by the marginal utility of go to 2, which is 5x1 to the half times x2 to the minus a half. So we've obvious cancellations here. That can go with that. The two 5's can cancel. And now we're just going to use our usual laws of indices to simplify this even further. So if you take your x1 to the minus a half, you're going to be subtracting minus a half from that power. So that's going to give you x1 to the minus 1. You're going to have x2 up top that you're going to subtract minus. So you're going to have an x2 and you're going to subtract from that power minus a half. So it's going to give you x2 to the 1. So the marginal rate of substitution in general is x2 over x1. Okay? So anything with a negative power just goes on the bottom of the fraction. So these laws of indices are pretty handy when it comes to tidying these things up. So then at our specific bundle, so at our bundle of 4, 9, what's the marginal rate of substitution? Well, it's just x2, so 9 over x1, which is 4. And that's the answer.